Hey man, today let's go talk about financial fear. Don't be a little... Namaste, man. What's going on? Gerald Peters. Always remember, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on grows. It expands. So what's going on in your life? What's growing in your life? What's expanding in your life? I hope it's not just your waistline. I hope your bank account is growing. I hope your stock portfolio share count is growing, right? Notice I didn't say the price. Prices go up, prices go down. Rents go up, rents can come down. Rents come in, rents don't come in, right? Storms come, ice, supply shortages, things happen. Cycles in business. Federal Reserve raises interest rates, lowers interest rates. What if right now you live in the Ukraine and the Russian armies right on your border and they're about to come in? Life is filled with troubles and trials and tribulations. Maybe you're 25 and nobody's ever just punched you right in the face. Nobody's ever robbed you at gunpoint or stole your truck. No one in your family's died of cancer or lost a business or you were downsized. These things are real. These things happen. And inside of that, we have to live and operate inside this world of uncertainty. And let me tell you something that's not certain. The stock market. It's not certain. Now, we could say the same for the real estate market. It's not certain either, right? And for me, in my life, I basically invest in three things. Number one is myself. And this is going to help you deal with financial fear. Right now, we have a lot of financial fear. Maybe you invested in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Mana, Engine, all these other tokens. Maybe you did it near the top. Maybe when you did it, you kind of caught a little bit. Maybe first time I ever invested in Bitcoin, Bitcoin was going up. I was up 30%. Bitcoin rolled over, and then I was down 50%. I was up 30, now I'm down 50. That is a reality. That's happened to me multiple times since I've been investing in Bitcoin. Is that something to worry about? Well, it's hard not to worry when you see your money plummet. That's a natural human instinct to worry. Investing in oneself, your investment in you, will help you weather the storms of financial fear. Now, what does it look like when we say invest in yourself? Now, I'm going to show you there's only three things you can invest in. That's yourself, right? Yourself or myself that I wrote here. Two, in business. You can invest in business, right? And three, real estate, RE. These are really the only three things in this life you can invest in. And you say, well, yeah, but what about crypto? Well, that falls into these things, okay? There's basically only three things. There's really only three keys to a successful life: health, wealth, and mindset. And everything kind of falls in one of those three. Well, same with investing. Now, inside of the world of business, what could you do? You could own a business directly, right? Direct ownership, right? Or what? Shares, right? Or what? Equity, some sort of percentage, right? So there's different ways and there's different types of business, but we could just summarize it and say business. And number three, real estate. And there's a lot of ways you could invest in real estate. But in business and in real estate, you are going to have problems. I mean, bad problems. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. Shit, that's in the Bible. There's going to be pestilence and disease and viruses and sickness and supply chain problems and employees who quit and laws that are passed. And all this shit is coming at you. And guess what? You're going to have financial fear. Financial fear is completely normal. It's a survival instinct. I talk about this in my book, You Don't Have to Die Broke. There's an entire chapter, chapter 9, is entitled Dealing with Financial Fear. It's real. I had it in 2001, 2002 tech crash. I had it again in 2008 crash. I had it again in the COVID crash. Shit, I got it a little bit now. But here's what but that's okay. It's okay to have a little fear. It's okay to be nervous by it. But from that, out of that, is the character of the person. We get to determine where we're going to be based on how we respond to this current fear. I've taught for years now this idea that prices in the market move like this. And when you look at this, it looks like this. But the truth is, what it's really like is that over time, assets go higher. Over time. Now, I said the best investment you could make was in yourself. I said myself, right? Bad English, good English. First investment you can make is in yourself. What do I mean by investing in yourself? And yet this is happening in the stock market. Assets appreciate over time. Assets that produce cash flow, businesses, the value of business, the cost, just due to inflation. There are less stocks, there are more people, right? There's only so many beach houses in the world, and if a lot of people want to bet on them, price goes higher and higher, right? Now, inside of that, for sure, here's the actual price, and this is what it looks like. Go look. And it was from this idea that I began to extrapolate stage 1, stage 3, stage 1, stage 3, stage 1, stage 3, stage 1. And if you followed any of my stock teachings on YouTube or Instagram, you know what I'm talking about there, okay? So first thing you could do is invest in yourself. What do I mean by that? A healthy mind, personal development, motivation, inspiration, courses, degrees, college, certificates, anything you can do that makes you better, stronger, faster, more creative, that lets you be all of those things, okay? Anything that does that for you is good. Invest in it. Now, don't over-invest in it. Don't invest in yourself so damn much you can't. Now, a lot of you guys invest a lot of time in the gym. You're in the gym 5-6 days a week, an hour, eating right, supplements, doing all that. And yet, your wealth is suffering. Remember I said, what is it? Health, right? Health, wealth, and what? Mindset. These are the 3 keys to a successful life. 1, 2, 3. We got to be healthy. That's investing in yourself. You've got to have a healthy mind. I'm not talking about just abs. What good does it do to have a bunch of abs, but when the stock market goes down, you sell your stocks? What good did that do you, right? Because here's the thing. You're not going to get back in. People who sell out of fear don't get back in. The only people who've gotten rich on Bitcoin is they've rode this wave the whole way. And when it comes down, they're buying. When it goes up, what are they doing? Maybe you could sell some. Once you learn to identify a stage 3, you could trim it. And when it comes down here, what? You're buying it. And what? You're trimming it. You're buying it. You're trimming it. Go pull up a Bitcoin chart. You could do this. You could do this. Do you have the ability to stick to it? Do you have the consistency? See, this is the problem. I can't teach you conviction. You can't buy conviction in a course. You can't buy the discipline to follow a blueprint. I can't make you stay the course. So I might be convicted in Bitcoin, and the first time it falls 50%, you lose your conviction. You can't buy that. You can't buy conviction in a course. This is not investing in yourself. These Coors Seltzers are awful. I don't know how you guys drink those. If you don't have my free ebook, hit my bio link. Number 9. Chapter 9, Dealing with Financial Fear. The easiest way to deal with financial fear is to control debt, to live below your means. If you live paycheck to paycheck, you realize replacing any lost wealth may be impossible. If you had no credit card debt, no car payment, no house payment, would the fluctuations of the stock market or real estate bother you? Think about that. If you need 3,000, and I'm making these numbers up, but you got 7,000, and you got a $4,000 margin between you and the world, meaning every month you got a surplus. Do you want higher prices or lower prices? So if you're trying to get 1,000 shares of Uber because you believe in the rideshare business and you want to invest in this business, or in Metaverse, PayPal, do you want to pay higher prices or lower prices? Do you want to pay twice as much for a TV, or do you want to get it on sale for half price? Would you rather pay more for your car or less for your car? It is no different than when you go into the stock market, except people fear they won't get their money back because they're operating on such limited money, and almost all of the reason for that is your debt. If you had no debt right now and piles of extra money, you'd be very excited that you could buy some of these stocks on sale. And you say, how do you know that? Because all my rich friends are very excited. And a lot of my friends that aren't so rich, that have a lot of debt, are very concerned. Michael Saylor just bought 660 Bitcoins. Do the math. He owns $3.7 billion of Bitcoin. How would you feel? I have a lot of friends, Bitcoin's come down a little bit and they're already squeamish and squirrely. What would they do if they had 3.7 billion? Are you the kind of person that could steward that? Could you control your emotions? Would you be excited or would you be fearful? And you say, well, I'd be, really? Are you doing that with 10,000? Can you control your emotions with 20,000? Do you have one Bitcoin? What if you had one Bitcoin at 50,000 and it falls to 30? Can you control your emotions? Is it an opportunity or are you scared? You have to ask yourself. Look at Kathy Wood. I got a lot of friends, they're 25, 26-year-old men. They need to be spooned, held, and cuddled like little babies because of the stock price come down. And yet this woman, who's a grandmother, by the way, steadily buying. If you listen to interviews, she's sticking to her course, holding to her conviction, even more convicted, even more wants to buy more because now she has a chance to get them before they go back up. She's 100% convicted. Are you? Are you 100% convicted? And I guarantee the reason is she first invested in herself. She understands what she's doing. She understands her strategy. She understands her system, and she's convicted to it. You cannot buy conviction. I can't sell it to you. I can't sell you conviction. You have to sell you to you. You have to sell you back to yourself. Dealing with financial fear is about first investing in yourself. Come on, man. I know you can do this. It's about investing in yourself.